What up? It's Garage Gym Homie. And today I'm reviewing Hyped Supps Yolo Darkside pre-workout. Is it worth it? Please hit the subscribe button. I'm putting out supplement reviews, health food reviews, fitness, training, content, all sorts of good stuff here, like every day to 2 days now. I have good stuff coming through, so please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and let's get it in here. So today is High Stim Saturday. Do not disrespect High Stim Saturday. The deal is 5 of these days out of the week when I train 4 or 5, I take non-stim pre-workouts. Saturday, I take a high stim pre-workout, hence the name, High Stim Saturday. And YOLO Darkside was something I was super excited to try because I have not heard about Hyped Supps. This is a new company to me. They sent over this care package with a couple of their pre-workouts, their pump formula, they have a hydration formula, and I was super hyped up to try Hyped Supps. Anyway, don't get this confused. They have another YOLO pre-workout, which, I don't know, looking at the label, I wouldn't say it's mild. It still looks like a hitter. But this was like their really strong one, Darkside. So let's talk about what's in here. First of all, 1 scoop or 2 scoop servings. I'm not even going to talk about 1 scoop. So, in a 2 scoop serving, 22.3 gram scoop. So what I'm going to tell you right now is if you get this applies to all pre-workouts. Just do this. Don't ever go by the scoop size. Go by the scale. Always go by the scale. If you don't have a food scale, get yourself a food scale for 10 bucks, 13 bucks, whatever it costs, because most of the time where I weigh out a scoop or 2 scoops, it's underdosed from what it says. So I'm cheating myself from getting the full serving if I go by a scoop and I don't go by what's on the scale. If I would have gone by what's on the scale, if I would have gone by the scoop size, 2 scoops would have been about 15 grams. That's a fact because I looked at the scale when I was scooping it. So I needed about 3 good scoops to hit this 22.3 grams. They got some pink Himalayan salt, citrulline malate, 10 freaking grams for the pumps, the blood flow. That's probably, no, that is the most citrulline I've ever seen in a pre-workout. So that's pretty good. So dang near half this freaking scoop is for the pumps. Beta-alanine, 4,500 milligrams. We like to see 3.2, so this is through the roof here. So that gives you the beta tingles, that warm fuzzy hug. The betaine anhydrous, kind of your all-arounder, 4 grams. Coconut water powder, 1 gram. Not even sure really what the point of that is. They got the DMHA, which is they call the 2-amino, 200 milligrams. So the heavy-hitting pre-workouts that I know that have the real euphoria, the mood elevation, the feel-good, they got the DMHA. And then the Urea Genesis, 200 milligrams. So that's, you know, when you mix that with DMHA and caffeine, that gives you a real mental high, real good euphoric feeling. So caffeine anhydrous, 300 milligrams, that's a perfect amount for me for a high stim pre-workout. If it could have between 250 and 350, because it's got the DMHA and the urea and whatever, that's perfect. I don't need more than that. Some of the other really, really heavy-hitting pre-workouts might have like 500, 550, 600, whatever. You know, you're talking about Hooligan, Assassin by Apollo Nutrition, but they don't have the DMHA. So if you got the DMHA, that's a heavy stimulant. You don't need that much caffeine. Then it's got the Infinergy, which is the dicaffeine malate. So that's caffeine bonded to malic acid. So that yields 75% caffeine. So if it says, you know, 100 milligrams of dicaffeine malate, that means it gives you 75% caffeine. So you add that to the 300, that's 375 milligrams of caffeine. So it's a lot of caffeine. The neurofactor is the trademark for coffee Arabica fruit extract. I think it's a nootropic. And the hyperzine, another brain substance. So they got the pumps, the focus, the nootropics, and the energy. So this is like an all-arounder. This label, judging by what's on this label, I looked at it and I said, this has to hit. If this doesn't hit, then they're using some freaking cheap ingredients. So this also reminded me a lot about the pre-phase KO. This had a bigger pump matrix, but besides that, it looked a lot like it as far as the caffeine content, the 2-amino, the DMHA, and the arrhygenesis. And the pre-phase KO is like maybe my #1 pre-workout of all time. So I was super hyped up about this. What I'm going to say about pre-workouts that have DMHA, for me personally, they're hit or miss as far as the fact that some of them give me a come down. I took the Muscle Force, I forgot, the Defiant Unleashed. The thing felt so freaking good on. And then hours later, I kind of felt like junk coming down. But that's not a reflection of Defiant Unleashed, of the Muscle Force products. They make great products. That's me. That's how my brain works with some of these really hardcore pre-workouts, because they feel so freaking good that you crash. So then I went and I looked at reviews, and a lot of people commented that this did not have a crash or a come down. So I was really pleased to see that. But that doesn't mean that because they didn't, I won't. So anyway, I took this and I'll share my experience with you. So here's the deal. So that's kind of what I get weary about with the DMHA pre-workouts is the come down. Besides that, man, I get super excited about them. So today, for the High Stim Saturday, I hit a massive chest day. I hit a massive ab day. I do abs once a week, so I hit chest and abs here, about 300 reps for the abs, and then I did about 200 for the obliques. That was after doing like freaking dang near like 35 sets for the chest. So here's my experience with this. #1, I drank this, and it kicked in like 15 minutes later. I felt the caffeine kicking in, and then I felt the beta-alanine. It had really strong beta tingles. I could feel the 4.5 grams of the beta for sure. My head was freaking itching. It felt really good. That was like the first onset of this thing. So the other thing I'll say about the DMHA pre-workouts, my experience with them, DMHA doesn't kick in for like an hour. So the problem with having a dang garage gym is you're in your house and you take the pre-workout and then you want to go right downstairs to the garage and start training right away. So that's an issue because I'm so close to the gym here that I generally don't give these pre-workouts enough time to kick in. So it's like by the end of the workout is where my hour is, and it's just starting to kick in with the DMHA and all that. And I probably should have waited a little longer. Maybe I should have waited like 20 or 30 minutes to start training as opposed to like 10. So that way, when the thing's in full effect, I'm getting the mood elevation, the euphoria, and it's all kicking in and coming together at a perfect time. I'm like halfway through the workout when I really need the energy. So I felt the beta tingles. I felt the caffeine. Just like I thought, an hour later, this was about an hour and 45-minute workout anyway, so it kicked in right at the right time. I'm saying if the workout was shorter, I probably would have been upset because at the end of the workout, it would have kicked in. But this one kicked in like right at the right time, an hour in, and I just felt like I could go forever. My mood elevation was up. It's clear they did not use cheap ingredients. Every single thing about what was in this label made perfect sense with how I felt. I mixed this with a little bit of protein powder, so I don't really know about the taste, nor do I really care about the taste, but the two people I was with said it tasted bomb. This was Green Machine. I'm sure it's fine. Doesn't matter. So the other thing is the pumps on this were great. Usually with a high stim pre-workout, I'm not even looking for pumps. I don't care. I want I'm looking for the stim, the focus, the energy. To get some pumps is just kind of an extra. When I want pumps, it's more of a milder experience that I'm looking for the pumps because. But this, when this had 10 grams of citrulline, I had to look for the pumps. I was like, I wonder how good the pumps are going to be, and they delivered. And I'm going to show you some of my training here in the video. So I thought this was an awesome freaking experience. I mean, this is in like a top 5, top 6 of all time pre-workouts that I've tried. I mean, this is up there with like that Define Unleash feeling, that pre-phase KO feeling. I don't even put this on the same level as Assassin or Hooligan. Those are kind of different because those are just such strong with the caffeine energy, the heart beating energy. This isn't like that crazy heart beating. This is like mental energy, mental focus, highest mood you could imagine, just like the feel good while you get your reps in. So I'm going to show some of my training. I went harder than paint here on the chest. I know I'm going to be sore, and I don't get sore that often because I was just so dialed into what I was doing. There's no come down from this. I could tell it's clean. It also didn't cause me any appetite suppression, which I really like. Sometimes the DMHA does that. This just feels like a really clean product. This is not a beginner pre-workout. This is not something I would give somebody who's not used to strong pre-workouts or who has a very low tolerance to these kind of stimulants or who gets in their head about these kind of things. This is for the real deal people who embrace high stim Saturdays. That's what this is for. So anyway, listen, this one is definitely worth it. This is worth your time. I think they have these little ones that you can get. I'm not sure, but they sent these to me. You could check it out. So Hyped Supps, HYPD Supps. I'm so excited to use this again. I'm not going to use it for a while because I don't recommend using these like that often. I think that it's good to cycle the pre-workouts so you don't get used to such an amazing feel. You can see I still got some of these pumps going on. I mean, this is like hours later here. I mean, I feel like a freaking legend. So listen, let me know your experience with these pre-workouts. Let me know what your favorite like top pre-workouts are because this is up there. I think this is going to have a smooth this had a smooth, good come down. It's not going to keep me up all freaking night. I'm telling you, this is like way hours later. So I've taken this long enough to evaluate it, long enough ago to really evaluate it and do an honest review on it. Listen, please subscribe to the channel. I hope you're all having a super, super blessed weekend. And hey, leave a comment. Let me know what your experience is with this or other pre-workouts of this caliber. Excuse me. God bless you all.